Welcome to this episode of my Women Empowerment Wednesday show. My name is Jessica DSB. Enjoy this episode.
We are live. Hello, beautiful people. Let me just check my phone. I want to see it on my phone. Make sure we are live properly. All right. Yay. Perfect. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Women Empowerment Wednesday. Thank you all for joining me today. If you are watching live, please comment in the section live. If you're watching in replay, I want you to write replay. Welcome. For those that are just joining me, my name is Jessica. I'm a proud single mom to a beautiful daughter that's 7 years old. I am a #1 bestseller, international author. I am a proud, passionate world traveler. I've been a flight attendant for 10 years, author and coach as well. Thank you all for joining me today. Just a reminder what we've been up to with this Women Empowerment Wednesday movement is we've been doing lives, Facebook Lives every week, Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every week, and to create some conversations that were empowering, touching, inspiring, to add some joy and laughter during the middle of the week, but also it started from the beginning of the COVID situation. So I've continued every week, and these conversations every week, I have a special guest joining me every week. I'm super excited to introduce my special guest this week. And I want to be clear, this is not only a conversation between me and the guest, but it's also a conversation I want you all to bring back in the lives of the people that you love and care about, okay? So your friends, your family, and this is actually really a movement, okay? Women Empowerment Wednesday. So thank you again for watching. Don't forget to comment. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Natalia. Oh my God, it's been so long. Welcome. So today's guest, Miss Claire Elliot, is somebody that I've got to meet last fall, actually. And she is a herbalist. She is, in the past, was a model, a designer, production organizer, and she learned the power of sorry for my pronunciation, imagination, and creative expression. So I'm super, super excited. She's a mom to a beautiful daughter that I've got to meet as well. So welcome, Claire. Thank you for accepting to be on the show today.
Thank you, Jessica. I'm very honored to be here with you.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm super excited about our topic today. Before we get in the topic, let me hear from you who you are for the people that are going to be watching and do not know you. Share about with us.
Okay, well, I find that a really difficult question because we are so multidimensional. There's so many parts of me that I would like to share. So the first thing, I've been dreaming of being a herbalist from a very small age. And in the last few years, I've been shifting over everything into herbalism, and it's been an incredible journey. It's been, it's allowed me to really connect with the natural world, to connect with a part of me that I have like pushed away or have repressed for a very long time. And at the same time, I'm very proud of all the other things that I've done. And I have an innate creative part of me that loves creation and is inspired by creation. So I am a lot of things.
I love it. I love it. I know it can be a difficult question because you're like, okay, what do I share? There's so much, over the years that you've accomplished, right? And so so I'm sure I'm not the only one with this question I've asked you in the past, but what is herbalist? Like what is an herbalist? Like, what do they do?
That's a wonderful question because most people don't know what a herbalist is.
Right?
Yes. So Well, the best way to explain it is a herbalist. There's many different types of herbalists.
Okay.
There can be like a community herbalist, which just uses herbs in her garden for her family and friends. And then there's someone like me that has been trained as a clinical herbalist. So I use like clinical techniques. So intake techniques and assessment to assess the constitution of someone. And then I use plant extracts or different plant remedies to help the person deal with whatever their health problem is.
Love it.
So that's what a herbalist is. So for instance, like if you would compare it to someone like a naturopath would use like they're a medical professional, whereas a herbalist is not a medical professional. Okay. A herbalist is more ground level. They are really integrated into the social structure of our society.
Well, thank you for that. Because, like I said, I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
And I'm glad you specified it. I'm glad we're actually having more knowledge about this, what's the word I'm looking for? This
field.
This field. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Just a shout out to the people that are watching. Cassandra from our Self-Expression. Hello. Melanie, Alexandra, Yahera. Hello. Thank you all for watching. I'm super excited. So let's get to our topic of today. And I'm so excited to share about this because we chose the fear of being exposed. Mm-hmm. Now, from the people that are watching, okay, listen to this. Claire has like for 8 months or 6 months refuse or not want to share in front of a class of what, 40 people-ish, right? So a little bit more details. We met through a program called Self-Expression and Leadership, and I had the honor to meet Claire there as a participant, and I was her coach. And I got to coach her from November to like not long ago, right? It got ended with the COVID. And such an honor, such a pleasure. That's why I was so excited to have you accept to be on the call today and talk about this topic. And I asked you if I could share this story, right? So multiple times throughout the program, I said, Claire, like you have this gift, you have like so much to share with people from like your career, from your field, like so many things you have to share with being that beautiful, amazing mom that you are, or the transformation that you've, like there's so many things that you can share. And it's such a gift for you to be sharing so that people can hear. And Claire refused every time or would not answer my question. And so one of the first things you told me on the call Monday when we connected was like, oh my God, like the way you're inviting me to this call is going to get me out of that shell, right? I don't remember your exact words. Do you remember your exact words?
No, I don't remember the exact words, but it was something to that.
And I was like, oh my God, I have to share. So for the people that have been watching from the beginning, like, if I didn't tell you this about her, would you have known that she was terrified of speaking? No, right? Right? You look so natural, you look so calm. And so good job for taking out.
Well, it's easy because I'm thinking that I'm only on a Zoom call with you. So.
No. Hundreds and hundreds of people will be watching this, so your face will be seen. But I'm so proud of you. I really want to acknowledge you for being out of that shell and out of that comfort and being there today, because I know your story. I know your topic that we're going to share today will inspire people. So thank you. Yeah. Even though you're not convinced yet, but all good. So we chose fear of being exposed, and we also talked about the fear of rejection, and we also talked about being scared to speak your truth, right?
Yeah.
Let me hear you comment on these topics.
Well, so for me, actually telling people that I'm a herbalist has been extremely scary.
Mm.
It creates connotations of being a witch or being on the side of society. And this has been a huge fear for me.
Mm.
Like, as if I'm going to be cast down and stoned or something
Oh my God.
for doing something that I really enjoy doing. So it's been a real huge struggle
Mm.
to actually want to go into this field, and to go into a field that is not necessarily considered part of a system. There's no system. There's no association. We have a guild, but it's not like an official association, a professional association. So there's a lot of fears that come up when you want to go into something new that doesn't really have the framework that you can rely on. It's like you kind of have to rely on yourself to build that framework for yourself.
Mm.
And that's been really terrifying. And it's been terrifying to want to speak up and say, okay, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I want to share with the world, and this is what I enjoy, and this is what I love.
Mm.
It's just, it's almost like it's easier to do something else just because it's so terrifying to do something I love.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's so powerful, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost, it's like I recently watched a young psychologist, and he was talking about our deepest trauma and our deepest shadow, and behind that is where our genius is, our spark of light, the medicine we can give to the world.
Mm.
And it's kind of the same thing I feel about starting to share what I'm sharing. It's like it's almost as if I'm feeling like I'm touching a wound within myself before I'm able to actually look at sharing and being with people. And ideally, I just would like to help people learn how to heal themselves, because we have all the knowledge in ourselves to be able to do that. So, yeah. So that's
cool. Yeah, and I think it's just amazing that you have that gift, and that you, like, there's so much I want to say in one sentence, but what I wanted to say is, like, if like in that field, people don't know about that field. So you're being that voice. You're being that voice of what is herbalist, what is being an herbalist, and what do we do, and then you have that power, or to be able to heal people, to help people. So powerful. So is it the reason you haven't done that, you haven't switched to that field for so many years, because you said you were little when you had that dream, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why you took all those years was because of that fear?
Part of it, it's also life takes you on different places. And I also have a very creative, like I have an innate creativity and desire to explore creation. So there was another part of me that really enjoyed, it's like enjoyed experimenting with how I could be physically appealing, how I could show my body and in clothes and be creative with that. And then creating clothing and creating bags, and creating things. So there's a whole nother dimension to life. And all the same time, I was still reading books about herbalism and reading books about different ways of the sensory realms. So at the same time, everything was happening.
Wow.
One didn't feel like I took a complete detour. or a complete, like, it was just not the right time. I had other things to learn and experience and be part of.
Right. Love it. And
yeah. And there was that fear, and I haven't been able to also do both at the same time. And I think my fear of not going into it further, probably I extended the time where I was in those fields and not coming back to my original love. And that's where that fear comes in. Is that
oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it's like I took a pause.
Yeah. And now you just completed your program, right? Yeah, it was 2 years. Was it 2 years?
Yeah, so it was a 3-year program condensed into 2. And yeah, so I finished the clinical herbalism program.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
So if we go 2 years ago, when you made that decision, or 2.5 years ago, you said, okay, I'm doing this, right?
Yeah.
Did you at that point leave your current job, or you just stayed in your job and you started studying?
Yeah, I stayed in my job and I started studying. Well, I had been studying throughout the last 10 years. Okay. I've been studying different energy work, herbalism courses, all types of things. Yes. And this one seemed to be structured in a way that I could feel comfortable starting to present myself as a herbalist.
Beautiful. And sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, please.
What was that moment where you're like, this is it? I'm signing up. I'm doing the schooling. I'm finally going at it. I'm going to be a herbalist, and I'm going to say I am a herbalist, and I'm going to be proud of it.
Okay, well, the I'm going to call myself a herbalist and I'm going to be proud of it hasn't come until recently. Okay. So only maybe in the last couple months that I've actually said, okay, now I'm actually going to have to do this.
Right.
And so that's only been like very recently.
Okay.
I was looking at schools for a long time because I was taking courses at different places. So I was looking at schools and I couldn't really, I was going back and forth, which one do I want to go to? And then I went on a pilgrimage. I went on a pilgrimage to Scotland. And I spent a week walking and meditating. Wow. And journeying. And at the end of that week, I returned back. And it was just like, why didn't I do this earlier?
Oh, I have shivers. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's like, there's no one big thing that said, okay, I'm going to do this. But it's that time that I took away that I could reflect, that I could go inside, that I could just be with myself. That gave me the chance to say, okay, this is something that's really important to me. And if I don't do it, I will regret it. So let's do it.
Oh, I am so inspired. I hope the people watching are so inspired as well, because let me, before I do that, do a few shout outs. Hello, Irving, all the way from California. Hello, Danny, Tanya Lee, one of our guests that was there a few weeks ago. Hello, welcome. Jessica Mosso, she says, Claire, you're a beautiful soul. Thanks for being so brave. You see? Oh my God. I'm so excited. Nancy, Terry, Angel, hello, welcome. Thank you all for watching. If you're watching live, type live in the comments. If you're going to be watching replay, type replay. I want to know who's watching. So I'm inspired because I know a lot of people have that feeling inside. They have like something, a dream, a vision. They've had, like you said, like you were little and life goes by, you become a parent, you have this career, all these things happen, and then you're the moment where like, okay, like, will I ever live on that dream, or will I ever live on that passion that I have, or will I ever take action? So from what you've done, over the years you've been studying, but then 2 years ago you said, okay, this is it, I'm doing this. How important is it for people that have that inside of them and take action?
Oh, I think it's essential. We only live once. We only live once. We have to make the most of every second of it. And I am really truly believe that we are given those things because there's something behind them. There's something that we can give to that field or that action or that whatever it is. There's something that we can give to that field. And it's our gift to give it to them. And if we don't give it to them, then we're not giving our gift to the world.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. So people that are watching, I know you have it, it's in your heart. Take action, right? Take action. And so what are your next steps? What are your next steps?
Yeah, so I'm starting a business. I'm starting, yes, it's a little, well, it's going to take the next 6 months or so, but I'm starting a clinical practice. And so that's basically it's one-on-one consultations, giving recommendations for health using herbal preparations. And then I will start to develop a product line because I love creating.
There you go. Oh my God. Shivers again. Oh my God. It's so authentic what you're sharing. I'm just like, it's amazing how life does these things, right? Wow. I'm so proud of you. I'm excited for you.
Oh, I'm excited too.
Yay. Okay, so we met in the self-expression and leadership program. So what's the importance of doing personal growth?
What is the importance of doing personal growth?
Or what have you learned? What have you taken away the most, like your biggest takeaway from that last program that you did?
Okay, well, for me, personal growth, I can answer this by saying that each time I do anything with personal growth, it's like another layer of skin comes off and something else is exposed.
Right?
So
you're like an onion.
Yeah, like an onion. So it feels like I'm always like discovering these new sides and all these blind spots that I am aware of, I'm unaware of, and that become revealed to me. And so I think just in that, there's something very powerful about continuing to work on yourself, because we are continually living and we're continuing to put layers on ourselves. So it's nice to be able to continually remove them as well.
Right, because some people might think, oh, you read this one book or you do this one program and this is it. Like you're transformed, right? No. As we both know, no.
No, it's daily. Daily feeling.
Right? And then you peel a layer and you're like, oh, okay, I have this.
Yeah, now I have to look at this.
Right? Oh my God, it's so beautifully said. Right on. And so what was your biggest takeaway in the last 6-8 months?
Well, for me, the biggest one was the how much integrity is important.
Mm.
I think that one, and also the way of organizing days, because this this was incredibly powerful. It didn't seem like when we were doing it, it didn't really seem like it was anything really that important. But as I ended it, I realized that I'm doing it for myself anyways. I'm creating like a weekly plan. I'm creating an organization for myself and the things that I want to do and work on every week. And so this is really quite powerful to come away with. And in that, you really are able to be integral in whatever you say that you're going to do. So
yes, for the people that are watching and might not be super familiar with the word integrity, can you explain it to us? What is integrity?
Well, for me, what integrity is doing what you're going to say. So being your word. Yeah. And if you're not able to, informing the person or the organization that you are not able to. And that is also part of integrity.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
would you add anything?
I would, because before this call, just like it was 2:46 or 47, and then I had this thought come, and I'm like, oh my God, what if Claire shows up late? And then I was brought back to the fact that not only I've been doing this since April 1st, not one single week was my guest late. Like everybody was on the Zoom at 2:45 or 2:50 to get ready for 10 minutes prior to 3:00. And so right now, you sharing with the viewers and with me what integrity is, I'm really present to how a lot of people are living their life with integrity of being your word. I will be on your show at 3:50 so that we can start on time at 3:00. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. And don't get me wrong, and I want to share this with the viewers, we're not always going to be our words. Like there's sometimes I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to see you tomorrow, and then it doesn't happen. Like there's things that will happen. Life happens, but you want to be most of the time in integrity with your words, right? And it gives you so much power. So going back to your story, you were studying herbalism, and then you decided, I'm doing this class. So your word, you gave yourself your word that you were going to complete this 2-year program. Same thing with the self-expression. You gave your word, you were going to complete that program, right?
Yeah.
And how did that make you feel? How much power did that give you in your life, in all areas of your life, right?
Yeah. Well, I think that is what created that shift from saying, okay, now I can call myself a herbalist, is that I was integral in my word, and I've done it. I've done the work. So I'm comfortable in saying it. There's something about being present to what you say you're going to do that really makes it possible for you to take a step forward on something.
And I could add, it by being that way, by the way you're being, it kind of removes that fear of rejection, because now you're being in integrity with who you are. I am an herbalist. And so you're kind of pushing that fear away. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, the fear of rejection for me comes from a place of like, I'm going to be rejected from society, or people are going to reject me because I'm not doing something that is of, I guess, a standard profession.
Mm.
So that's where my rejection has come from.
Yeah. Which
And
is
that's
your
part
story.
of the fear. Yeah. But yes, it has diminished.
Because
It has
like,
diminished because, yeah.
love it. I love it. I'm so proud of you. I've got the honor to work with you for 8 months, but the viewers haven't. But like honestly, for Claire to be on the show today and to really face that fear and share who she is, it's such power. And I'm inviting all of you to do the same because it's rewarding. Claire is gonna finish this call and she's gonna be proud of herself. She's gonna be proud of who she is, right?
It's true. I spent 8 months in a program and maybe went up to the front of the room once because why would I share to anyone? That's too private. That is too precious for me to share. And now I'm able to. And the switch is it's just because Jessica asked me. So it pulled me out.
You could have said no, right?
Yes, but it's time. It's time to tell stories of what I'm living and what I'm doing. And I finished one program, then the next one. It's time to start exposing what I want to do and what I want to offer to others.
Because you have so much to offer, right?
Yeah.
I love this. Like if I'm inspired, there's a few things that you said and I'm just like, wow, like you're making me rethink some of my things that I'm dealing with. And so I know that the people that are watching now, by the way, shout out to Natalia. She's asking a question. Actually, maybe you guys can connect after. What can someone use for anxiety and depression? She doesn't want to use medication. So maybe you guys can connect together. Might have an answer for her.
I would be pleased to.
That's amazing. Thank you. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Carol, Melissa, Steph, Stephen, my cousin. I missed you. Wayne. Oh my God. Hello, Wayne. Thank you for watching. It's such a beautiful conversation. I'm going to say it again. I'm so proud of you. So proud of who you are. To go back to our original topic, because I think it's just what we've been talking about, right? The fear of rejection, the fear of being exposed. And when you shared, well, I'm using herbalist as an excuse because it's not a known profession. There's so many excuses that we all have, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm a single mom. Oh my God, I'm a single mom flight attendant. Oh my God. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that we can use an excuse to not have our word out there, to not show who we are really. Yet, as I told you before, when you're not expressing yourself, you're robbing us from your gift. From your gift of healing, from your gift of creation, from anything that you are, you're robbing us from who you are, being an incredible mom, like so many things I can say because you're not sharing. And I'm talking to Claire, but I'm talking to everybody that's watching. We've all done it. We've all done it. Want to say
we
something?
Certainly have. Yes.
And so it's amazing. We're gonna be wrapping up very soon. I'm gonna let you finish with a few words. But before I do that, I want to read the 2 quotes that I picked for this week. Let me see. Natalia says, thank you. And Wayne says, hi, ladies, much love and blessings. Thank you. A little shout out to Wayne. He actually has a movement, Echo Movement that it's called. And every first Sunday of the month, he does, it's global cleaning. So in your area, wherever you are, because I think he's in Toronto, you can, the first Sunday of the month, take your friends, your family, and just go clean a park that's close by, wherever you want to go. And I did it last month with some friends, and it was so rewarding just to, you know, have that get together and just clean, right? Pick up the garbage, and let's make our planet take care of it, right? So shout out to you for everything that you do. Echo Movement Global Cleanup. Thank you, Wayne. He has a Facebook page, he has an Instagram, so go follow him. It's amazing what he does. An incredible song as well on YouTube. Okay, so to get back to the two quotes I picked is fear kills more people's dreams than any other emotions. Master that and you'll master your life. Right? Nice. And then expose yourself to your deepest fear. After that, fear has no power, and the fear of freedom shrinks and vanishes, and you are free. I love it. I love it. So last question before you close out. Last question. What would you do right now if you weren't afraid? Is there something you would do?
Well, I would be here with you.
Well, you were afraid and you still did it, right?
Yes.
Is there
yes.
something
What else would I do?
Yes.
Well, I am doing it.
Love it.
I'm continuing to do it. I'm continuing to expose myself and share myself and being present to who I am and what I have to share.
Wow. It's no words, like no words. You're even though you're afraid, you're still taking, like, so I hope people that are watching are really taking on that message. Wayne says, yes, it brings peace to your heart. Thank you for your love and support. Boom, love it. Hi, Joanna, and hi, Glendy, my Air Canada colleagues. I miss you. We'll see each other soon. So before I close out, I want you to share last few words on what would you like to share, or what do you think people want to hear on what we discussed today?
Well, I think what I want to say is that speaking our truth and sharing what we have really, really is what we have to give to the world. It is what we get to inspire others with, and it's what we get to inspire ourselves with. So yeah.
And there's just this joyful feeling, right? When you're expressing yourself and you're touching lives and you're inspiring, because I know a lot of people will be inspired from watching this episode today. Thank you. Like, it's been such an honor to have met you, to have worked with you since day one, and now to see you living and speaking that truth. Sorry, hope nobody's in front of me. Like speaking your truth, being integrity, living with integrity, and being your word, and really loving and being excited to live your dream, right?
Yeah. It's so exciting. It gives an inner joy. Just creates one.
Right? How can people reach you? How can people find you if they want to follow all your beautiful projects coming?
Email is best for right now.
Okay.
I'm starting Instagram, but it's not quite up yet. So
good. So what we'll do is we'll post the email. Yeah. If I forget, message me privately. But if not, we'll post it. By the way, invitation, join my Facebook group, Women Empowerment by Jessica DSB. Asked to join the group, and on that group there's all the different videos of the last weeks. I think we're episode 15 or 16 currently, so you can find all the past episodes on there. I'm going to be now sharing daily content on there, and that's where we're going to share Claire's email in the comment of this video for today. So thank you again, Claire. such a pleasure. I had fun. I was inspired. I hope people watching, I'm sure you inspired a lot of people, and Natalia will wait to hear from you as well. So thank you for that. Thank you all for watching. I will be back next week with another incredible guest. I'm super excited, and have an amazing Wednesday.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye.
If you have enjoyed today's episode, please share with the people that you love and care about. Jessica DSB.